All right, guys, welcome. Life's the game here. Testing 1, 2, just testing my stream before I go fully live. You guys may or may not see this during the full stream, but it is what it is. Let me test my mic to ensure everything is going well. We are going to get into this, guys, because I have a lot to say, talk about regarding the stream. Just testing the stream. You guys may or may not see this during. Okay, guys, all systems are good. All systems are green light, good to go. Let me see. I'm going to go ahead and put this live. So this is the part what I'm doing right now, guys, right now, just before I go live. So if you get to watch this after the fact of this being live, you might hear this unless I edit it out or whatnot. We're gonna go ahead and put that to public on YouTube now. We're gonna go ahead and go live. That'll be beginning in the next 5 minutes, so you guys just sit tight. 1 second, because today is gonna be one of those days, guys. Today, I'm gonna just put it out there. I'm gonna admit it. We're going to put it all out there. I'm going to tell you what I think about the Division franchise and everything else and what I think has been going on, why I haven't been on it in a bit. Everything's going to be answered in this. So stay tuned. Okay. All right, guys, welcome. Life's the game. Welcome to yet another stream. Actually, not a game stream this time. But what I want to discuss, guys, actually today is something very important, something serious to my heart, something very dear to my heart. The Division Two in its current state that it's been going through, um, everything that it's been, that's been happening in it, its current state in relation to Xdefiant. That's totally what I want to talk about today. And considering what happened with Xdefiant and how that happened, I think that's something very crucial to talk about as far as Division Two. And there's just a couple of key points I want to touch on today, guys, regarding that specific point. So before we begin, I'm just going to go ahead and get into it, though. Not going to sugarcoat it too much or anything like that. I'm just going to go ahead and get straight into it. Let me go ahead and check my other monitor. Let me make sure that everything is. See, everything is going well here. Is it still on? Hold on. Just being sure, guys. Okay, everything's good. Okay, so one of the things I want to talk about, excuse me there. One of the things, just getting over some minor little allergies. So to start off, guys, before we start, honesty is key. So if you don't like honesty, honestly, you can just get the fuck out, just plain and simple. I know that the video just changed right now, just from 1 to 100. But someone in the Division 2 community must be this guy, guys, to save this franchise. And damn it, that'll be me if I have to be, because effing love. I fucking love the Division 2, guys. It's so crazy how long I've been away from it. I've never been away that long from this game like this, to the point I'm just like upset with it, like in the way it's handling stuff. I'm like, it's crazy. Starting with these modifiers, I'll get more into that, but I'm like, that should have never even been implemented in. There's no reason for those. And that's like literally where I like just fell off a bit. But I love the Division 2, and I'm a god at this damn game, guys. Like I'm really. I mean, I don't have to say much at it. I don't want to say it like that. I don't sound so cringe, I guess, to some of you guys, but it is what it is. I've been beating legendaries for years with randoms, like it's normal difficulty. I don't need clanmates. I don't need teammates. You just tell me what legendary you want to run and come and run with me, and I'll beat it. We'll all beat it. I know how to play it like that. So I'm pretty sure that my merit and what I'm saying this is coming from good merit. So I dare any content creator, anybody that's hearing this or that's on here to try and come and say something, or try and say it in a way that as if I don't know what I'm talking about or something. So just for that record, and if you guys want to test that, just go ahead and look at all my videos and anything I did on Division 2. That's my main source of this channel, guys. That's my main thing I focus on, is Division 2 on this channel. I know I've been playing a lot of other games, but it's because of Division 2 state and that in the way that it's in. And Xdefiant is proof of this, and that's why what happened with Xdefiant. This is why I want to touch on this, because a lot of the content creators right now on YouTube and other areas are acting like nothing's happening with the Division 2. They're acting like everything's cool with it, and I'm like, dude, you guys are gonna find out when you guys don't have jobs and this game gets shut down, like what's happening with Xdefiant. So my main goal, guys. I'm trying to ensure that hopefully this doesn't happen with this franchise. I love this franchise. Usually I don't do this for games, but I'm making this video because I love this game. So I'm saying we're gonna go ahead and go from here, and we're just gonna touch on some things. So if you guys want to test any of my merit, if I sound like some random jacktard just talking some random shit, and you guys don't think I know what I'm talking about, go ahead and look at my Division 2 videos, see the difficulty level, see what I've been doing over the years, and just you can go ahead and see if that tests out for your merit, if that seems like somebody that's legit. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and move forward in this. So guys, I'm pretty sure you guys have all heard about the Xdefiant situation, right? I'm totally sure all of you guys have heard about the Xdefiant situation. 1 second just before I continue this. Okay, cool, my mic's going. GG's. I wouldn't want that to be off, and then it's like, oh, okay, it turned off and I didn't know. Okay, so we all know about the Xdefiant situation, and what happened with that, and how that suddenly came out of nowhere. I don't know about you guys. I don't know if you guys have watched me before or whatnot, but Xdefiant is a huge like game that I liked. Like I'm a huge fan of Xdefiant. Like I played that. If you guys go back in some of my videos, my live streams especially, you'll see a lot of times, like before Call of Duty Black Ops 6's release, I was playing Xdefiant, which by God, I believe I'm gonna go back to Call of Duty Xdefiant, because Call of Duty Black Ops 6 is some BS. Like they'll be doing some cheat stuff in that game at times, and it's like, it's crazy. It has a lot of rigged stuff in it and stuff. I get a lot of kills on it and stuff. It's just, I feel, with it being like rigged like that, you have to have like a set team, and I'm still unfortunately working on that. For those of you that might be here from COD, I'm still working on getting that up, but it is what it is. But looking at Xdefiant, I used to play that a lot, and I enjoyed that game a lot, and it was surprising to me how fast that game went down the drain. And what a lot of you guys will probably say is, oh, Xdefiant wasn't out as long as Division 2. Okay, I get it. That's not the issue here. I'm saying the issue is the similarities that I'm seeing, considering both Xdefiant and Division 2 come from the same studio, which is Ubisoft. That's what I'm talking about. So this Xdefiant situation immediately made me think of the Division 2 in its future, concerning some numbers we'll discuss moving forward. That's like the main thing of this video, guys. I want to talk about that, like the situation, how Xdefiant and Division, they're like one and the same in a sense of what I'm seeing. The low player count numbers, how people were saying that Xdefiant wasn't dying, when in fact it was, which I didn't even want to believe, guys. I didn't want to believe that Xdefiant was dying like that. I liked Xdefiant. I was like, hey, they have season 3 coming in April. It's 2025, or I believe, or February. I'm not sure. I have to check that. I could always check that right here. But it's right here in front of me. I'm gonna go ahead and read it. They had another like season coming. The whole point is they had another season coming. If to my recollection is correct, I believe it was season 3. They had something else coming, and somehow out of nowhere, out of the blue, they just got a cancellation. They said that, oh, hey, we're going to be canceling. And despite that, the season is still going to progress through, thank God. I think I'm going to get more on Xdefiant. But despite that, the season still, Xdefiant's still closing down. So it's like, people think that just because Division 2 has Brooklyn of New York DLC coming, that nothing can happen to the Division 2. I'm like, dude, trust me. They can close the Division down just like they closed this down. Believe me. If it's not producing numbers, I'm going to show you guys right here how this is a huge cause for concern right now, because I'm going to show you the Division Two's numbers and how abysmal they are compared to other games and how it should look. And considering this is a live service game, this is not in a good place, guys. It's totally not in a good place. This is coming from somebody that loves the Division 2. You guys know my channel. You've seen all the work I've done. I've done things that, other people I haven't seen do. For directive legendary missions of Division, I haven't seen any other YouTuber do it. I haven't seen them on there post the videos of them doing that of each legendary mission. I can understand some of them. Each of them, they haven't done it. So I'm coming from this from somebody that I know what I'm talking about, and I know my level, my skill level is way up there, way above up there. So I know what I'm saying. It makes sense. I love this game, guys. I played this game all the time. If you could look back on my live streams in the past, my videos, all I did was Division. And now it hurts that I don't even turn it on no more. So I'm like, the way the game's going, I'm like, damn, this is bad. This is not going to end good. And the thing that irks me about it the most, in a sense, we're going to get into that, is some of these content creators on here. God damn, dude, they don't say shit about it. They try and just sidestep it and act like nothing's going on and happening. I'm like, dude, you guys are going to be out of a job soon if you keep moving the way you're moving, because the game is not in a good standing. And a lot of you guys are making your buck off of this game online, making video after video after video after video after video. Yeah, I get it. You got to pay your bills. I understand. And it's like, you're not going to be able to do that pretty soon if you keep moving like that, because this game is not in a good spot. I don't care what anybody says. I've been playing this game before all these newbies and all these people got on. So I'm like, I know what I'm saying. I'm like, this game it's not in a good spot. I don't care what content creator you're watching. Those top ones, it's not in a good spot. I'm going to prove that right now. So considering with Xdefiant how it was it has similarities to Division 2, we're gonna go ahead and discuss that. So another black eye for Xdefiant will shut down another black eye for Ubisoft in a year full of them. Wow, in a year full of black eyes. Look at that. This came out December 4th, 2024, guys. That was approximately yesterday. As recently as October, Xdefiant director Mark Rubin claimed that circulating rumors were false and Xdefiant was not shutting down. In fact, they were looking ahead to year 2 content. Kind of sound familiar a little bit? Kind of sounds like our community, right? Let me read that again. As recently as October, Xdefiant director Mark Rubin claimed that circulating rumors were false and Xdefiant was not shutting down, they were saying as if everything was fine. In fact, they were looking ahead to year 2 content. We're looking ahead to our year 6 content and all that. Everything seems good, right? Okay, let me continue. Whether that was true at the time or not, it's not true now. What a bummer. I see the guys. This is an area I do not want to see the Division get to, because I can easily see myself waking up and seeing this happen with them. Because the way that franchise is opposed to everything else Ubisoft is doing, Division 3 is looking hella shaky right now, guys. I don't even know if that's even going to release. Okay, Xdefiant is in fact being killed off and will close down for good this upcoming summer, Rubin confirmed today. Here's part of his statement. Free-to-play, in particular, is a long journey. Many free-to-play games take a long time to find their footing and become profitable. It's a long journey that Ubisoft and the teams working on the game were prepared to make until very recently, but unfortunately, the journey became too much to sensibly continue. Okay, so there's a X post of him saying it's shut down or whatnot. Ubisoft has clearly put Rubin in a tough spot here, as it does seem like the plan, even back in October, may have been to continue on. Yeah, it may have been, of course, to continue on. That's what we all want to think, guys. It's the same with Division 2. We want to think that it's going to continue. They have stuff going, guys, but I'm telling you, and all the time I've been on Division, since all the releases, since the raids, since everything that happened, I'm like, it's never been in the spot that it's in now. Like, the spot it's in now it's crazy. It's like, oh, holy crap, like, holy shit, like, something's going on. Like, if somebody doesn't say something in this community and start speaking up, stop BSing and say what's happening, it's not going to look good. So it is what it is. And like I said, any content creators can come at me, or any one of them can come say something if they want to say something. Because like I said, my merit speaks for itself. I'm a huge Division 2 fan, huge time player of it. And I love the game. And that's why I'm doing what I'm doing right now. Hit that like and subscribe button if you enjoy this, because hey, I got to get into this, guys. I want you guys to know this, and everybody's got to know this. Shit has to go viral. I would like for it to, so Ubisoft could see this, and then the Division could see this, and a lot of these other top content creators could see this and know, hey, this guy, there's a point here. And I'm gonna get into it, guys. Trust me, I'm gonna get into it. Just hang on, stay in there. I've been to continue on, but that recently no longer was the case. So October may have been so their plans were to continue on, guys. Ubisoft's plans to continue Xdefiant were to continue, but that recently no longer was the case. Before this, there were reports that the player count of the game had fallen perilously low, with no real signs of recovery. Boom, right there, guys. I'm gonna get into that soon, about how that's something that's going on here. I don't think I'm going to read this entire article right now, but I think I'm going to be touching on a few things as I'm reading it. But I'm going to go ahead and finish this paragraph, and we're going to get back to that. It was a once high-profile, if oddly named, shooter project that was meant to harken back to the glory days of Call of Duty. Instead, it ultimately failed to attract an audience, and this year's Call of Duty is more popular than ever. Okay, but yeah, I see what they're saying. Xdefiant was a great game, though. I enjoyed that. Call of Duty, it has its work, man. That game has a lot of work it's got to do as far as cheaters and whatnot. So let's go back up here, guys, where it says, before this, there were reports that the player count of the game had fallen perilously low. Okay, we're going to touch on that. We're going to go down from there. So, before I do touch on that, though, guys, and I'm going to make this statement, too. Like, one of the things they did, what I didn't agree on with this game, was the modifiers, since they're not what the community needed, nor what they asked for to be forced to play with. Nobody asked to be forced to play with modifiers. Nobody did. They were kind of just like they were just thrown in there, and it's like the whole fact of the matter with it is that you can't even turn them off. Like if you try and turn them off, they have to stay on. If somebody in your party has them, they have to be on, or even if you turn them off, the enemies will have them. So it's like they're just forcing you to play a certain way. It's like they're trying to say, okay, we're not doing any work. We're not doing any more work on the game. We're not trying to up the game. We're not trying to do anything great on it. So what we're gonna do is just we're gonna turn these modifiers on, and we're gonna force you to have to play with them. The same way we're gonna force you to have to play with seasonal characters. Since you're not doing that, we're gonna force these modifiers on. We're gonna force one of these on you either way, because just leaving the game normal as it is and just adding new content to the game and actually doing work like what we're supposed to do, that's a little too much. Ubisoft's not looking at our game as it's that big right now. We don't have the budget to do it. Whatever it might be, guys, they're just not doing it. And I'm like, they're doing all these little things, and it's just it's like spelling disaster in how that goes. And let me show you a little more on that. Let me show you a little more on that. Hold on. So we're gonna go ahead and jump. This lets us go to the next step, guys. So I'm not gonna sit here and just read a damn article. I didn't turn this live stream on to do that. So I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you numbers. So what's going on? People claiming the Division 2 isn't dead. They sound like the same people that are saying Xdefiant was okay. And that's not to say Xdefiant's a bad game or anything. It's just that's what it's looking like. So I'm like, it's not okay, guys. And you're gonna see how it isn't. And I'm going to prove that with numbers showing how Division 2 compares with current and past live service titles. Let's go ahead and get into that, guys. So here it is. This is Division 2 right here, right? Steam charts. Hell, let's refresh. 2,175 players, 2,602. I think that I saw this at 2008 or something like that recently. How's it going? How's it going, Multi-Man? How's it going? I'm just getting into this game a little bit. I'm trying to get into like the Division. This is my, I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure you're a Division agent. You're probably one of the people that used to watch me, but I'm saying this is my main game. I play Call of Duty. I play all that other shit, but this is my main thing. This is my main game. This is my, if this game has something like that, where they had something with ranked matches or people could be ranked top in the world, this would be my shit. So, we're showing you right now, guys. We're showing you this right now. You're seeing Division player count 2,175, 2,602, 24-hour peak. This is a live service game, by the way. This is a live service game. So it's like when you consider that and you look at that, you realize that that's kind of pretty low for a live service game. It's like, how is a live service game only at 2,175, 2,602? And when you go over here to Apex Legends, guys, by the way, I'm going to compare this. I'm going to go to my notes here real fast. I'm just looking at it, making sure I cover everything. And this is what I'm trying to say, how the main stop creators need to quit beating around the bush and playing to go along to get along. Otherwise, this game will kick the bucket sooner rather than later. So, if you look at this, guys, Apex Legends, this game came out at the same time Division 2 came out. This game came out in 2019. You don't believe me? Let's search it up. Let's search it up. Because some of these people just think, oh, he's just saying random stuff. He doesn't know what he's talking about. I mean, not even that. Release date. Appreciate all you guys that are coming on, watching this, because this has to get out there. I pray that you guys like this and you share this and you send this to all those top content creators on YouTube and whatnot. I don't want to have to say any names, but I'm like that they see this stuff. Okay, so March 12th, 2019, this came out. Apex Legends. This is the stuff I'm talking about right here. February 4th, 2019. Okay, so that came out like shortly before Division. About. So when you look at that, currently today, Division only has a 2,175 player count about an hour ago. You go to Apex Legends, this shit has a 49,000. Look at this. I don't have to say anything even. And I know people can say, oh, it's a battle royale. It doesn't matter. The fact is that they did what they had to do in order to make their game what they had to be. It's not easy. There's a lot of battle royales that come out that don't make it like this. So that's not even an excuse. I'm going to get more into all these things. Destiny 2. Here's another. Matter of fact, you see this 49,155. Boom. 2062. 2602. Destiny 2. 22 the hell. Let's refresh. Let's give it all a fair notice. 22,439 as of right now. 27,669 peak. And a lot of people might say, "Oh, you're just looking at the Steam charts." I'm like, no, Steam charts are very, very, very relevant of what is happening, what's going on. I'm sad Xdefiant's gone too, multi-man. It's insane. Rogue Company and Quake Champions. You're saying only has 300 players for, hey, more than 2 years. That's crazy. Hey, if they're dedicated players, if those are some high level, there's got to be high level dedicated players, because if there's only 300 and it's been going, those guys got to be buying a lot of merchandise in game for that game to be continuing. So they got to be some of the most dedicated fans on earth. It's always good to have that. I can't say the same for Division, because I'm not saying everybody in this Division 2 game is not buying stuff. As a matter of fact, a lot of the community complains about having to buy things in microtransactions, so I know that's not the case. So when you're looking right here at Destiny 2, you're seeing this thing easily is between 20 and 30,000 players. Apex Legends is 49 to 155,000. That's crazy. This game released at the same time as Division, guys, too. At the same time as Division 2. Matter of fact, Division 2, the Division already had a game on Apex Legends, meaning Division 1 came out already. They were supposed to be big time ahead of this in a sense, or around it, considering they already had a game before this come out to build further hype. Yet, somehow they're this much and we're only here. How is that? And you look at Destiny 2, we're not even near Destiny 2, and this game's not even that good at all. I mean, like, people play it. I know people that play it. I'm not saying it's bad. It's a great game for those that love it. But I'm saying it has a decent, healthy player base. This is what a live service game player base looks like. It's supposed to look like. Helldivers 2. Hell, let's go further, guys, because people think I'm just saying stuff. Let's go further. Helldivers 2. 20,881, 26,100. Let's go ahead and refresh that, guys. Let's just go ahead and refresh it, just to make it. There it is. These are live service games right here, guys, that the people they do upgrades on. Look at this. Look at the difference of Destiny 2, Helldivers, and this. And some people could say, oh, okay, those games were more recent. They had bigger things, this, that. I'm like, that's not even the case, because here's the thing. Apex Legends, that's a real live service, and you see how that is compared to these. Live service games supposed to have more players than the normal game. You see Destiny 2, Helldivers. Now watch this, guys. Watch what I'm about to do here. Watch this magic now. I'm going to show you right now how bad actually the Division 2 is doing in that sense, because when I compare this to, like, let's not even talk about games like live service games, because I compared Division 2 to both live service games of its generation and live service games of, like, other generations, and how they're compared to it, and it's not even close. It's not even close, guys. These numbers look like a single player game. Like, if this was like a single player campaign game, this is the live numbers that you'd see that would be good for that, and even like more than this, even that would be good for that. But a game like a live service game, that's horrible. Now I'm gonna prove that right now. Watch this. Let's go to Metro Exodus 2009. Yeah, Metro Exodus. When did it release? February 14th, 2019. You guys see that? That's when it released. February 4th, 14th, 2009. So this is the same year Division 2 released. The same year. Before Division 2, by the way. This was before Division 2 released. This game released. Okay, so watch what I'm about to get into right here. So this is just a first-person shooter game, guys. Single player. There is no multiplayer in this game. It's not a live service game. I don't know what DLC it got. It might have got some DLC. It got like a little DLC. It's a single damn player game, guys. It's an excellent game, awesome game. I enjoy playing that. You guys could see my I don't know if I played it live on my account, but currently playing Stalker 2. It really reminds me of Stalker 2, but yeah, I played that. It was a great game, but nonetheless, it was single player. It's not supposed to be competing with a live service game as far as numbers and players, right? Okay, let's go ahead to Metro Exodus. Let me see. Player count. Let's go ahead and go. This is why I'm showing you guys these numbers, because people think they're just talking. These bigger YouTubers are talking like there's nothing going on. I'm like, dude, I'm gonna come out with it. I'll come out with it. I'll say something. I'm not gonna be a little biatch and not say anything. I didn't say the word. It was BIY. ATCH wasn't it wasn't the whole thing. I'm enjoying this though. But Metro Exodus, look at this. 1,427 people, guys. 2,852 at 24-hour peak. Let's compare that to Division. Metro Exodus, guys. A single player game. A single player game released on the same year of Division 2. At the same time Division 2 was released, 2019, has more players than the Division 2 at its 24-hour peak on Steam. It's not a live service game. I'm gonna let that sink in on you guys for a second. What's going on, guys? What the hell is this shit? This is what I'm talking about. I'm like, this shit never happened. No single player game, not a freaking loan. 6 to 7 freaking years. Fucking 6 to 7 years ago. The same time that Division 2 released. Is having more players in your live service game you're supposed to be doing consistent updates on? What's going on there? Jesus Christ, dude. Yes, multi-man, I see what you're saying. That's why I installed Ubisoft. I'm done with it. I don't know what these bigger content creators are doing. That's why I call BS to all of them. And I could show any one of those guys up in any legendary mission, anything. I could say that straight up. I know that. That's why I'm not afraid. That's why none of them ever come at me or none of them ever say anything. Because I'm like, I know what I'm saying. I don't just talk just to talk. You guys see me run that game. You see me run that live. You watch me. I don't have to hide nothing. I don't edit anything. There ain't no reason to. I know I'm the real deal. I can do it. I'm telling you, as much as I love this game, it's failing bad, horribly. And I'm like, Xdefiant is not the only one. I think this is on the chopping block, guys. I think this game is next. This one is going to be one of the games that's next. You're just going to hear it's just gone. It's just halted. There's going to be no Division 3. The company's giving, or if there is going to be Division 3, the company's being given over to Tencent. Not Ubisoft. It's being given over to somebody else. To do it, it's not going to be Ubisoft because I'm like, and that Assassin's Creed game ain't looking too good either. So I'm like, how is this a goddamn live service game, guys? And Metro Exodus, this is a game 6 years ago, is beating this out. This is live numbers. 2,852 peaking. 2,602 peak, 2,175 doesn't even have that big of a lead on it, and players play. That's insane. Look at this, guys. Look how much Helldivers blows that out the water, which is what a live service game is supposed to do to a single goddamn player game. It's supposed to blow it out the water. It's not supposed to. Your Destiny's not supposed to be competing with Horizon Zero Dawn. Matter of fact, let me put in something that's great, guys. Horizon Forbidden West. I haven't played this one yet. I need to totally get to that though. Let me see. This is like a more recent single player game. That's damn good. It's like it's a top tier like level game. So let's go to that and let's just see its player count. Look at this. 2,800. Look at this. 3,750. This is blowing the Division 2 out the water, dude. This is a single player game. Look at this. This doesn't even compete. Doesn't compare to it even. That's a single player game. For Honor, you're saying? Okay, I could check that too. I could definitely check that too. But I'm gonna get into that in a second. Hold on. For Honor player count, you said that was a game too. I'm just saying that this is why I'm putting numbers out here. So I know some of these people on some of these YouTube channels will come and talk about numbers. I'm just giving you the numbers. So I want you to explain this away. Some of these bigger channels like explain this. You're saying the Division 2 is doing good. Rogue Gold, GC Rock, Kamikaze Mon Doom, all them guys. They're saying that. I'm like, it's not doing good, man. You guys got to be honest. You guys got to stop playing around. See, because you guys are they're gonna be out of a job. It's gonna get to the point where it's like you guys your game's dead now, and now you got to go back to 9 to 5 working again. Because it's like when it's time for you to speak up for your game, you're not speaking up. You're just going along to get along. It's like you can't do that, guys. You got to be real. I don't play that stuff. You got to be real, dude. If we keep playing this stuff like this, it's not gonna Let me see Steam charts. Is the Steam app here? Hold on, player count. Hold on. It says right there, last 30 days. I think it was all right there. 2,000. Look at this. For Honor, you were saying I don't even know. Multi-man. Somebody in my comment section said this game came out 2,908. Regardless, 3,000. It's still blowing the Division 2 out the water, dude. It's still beating it. I'm not saying blowing it out the water. It's still beating it though. It's still beating it. It doesn't matter what game you put on here, it's beating the Division 2. So you tell me how long Division 2 is going to be up there for. Look at that. These are single player games, guys. You see it with a single player game compared to a live service game. You see how much you see Destiny 2, you see Apex Legends, you see how these dominate. Helldivers 2. You see how these completely just dominate these games because they're live service games. And the Division 2, you look at the Division 2, I think this was a single player game. Looking at the charts, I'd be like, this must be just a good like single player like military experience or something. I don't think somebody told me that was a live service game. I'd be like, damn, that shit's about to shut down. There's no way that's gonna stay up. That's way low. That's insane. Oh, you said Foreigners from 2016. It is what it is, but I'm saying it's a lie. Nonetheless, it's like it's still beating the Division 2. Is For Honor like, let me see, is it more like a single player? I never really played that. I don't know if it's single, if it's okay, so I guess you probably play it online. It is what it is. But the thing is with For Honor's been going a while. Like I don't know if I compare the Division to them because they've been going like for some time. They've been going like they have like some money. They've been going for time. So even if one of their games probably aren't doing the greatest, or the fact that it doesn't even matter. That game's been going from, I don't care what it is. That game's been going from 2016 and it's still beating the Division 2, dude. Came out before it even. Came out when Division 1 came out and it's beating the Division 2 right now. Like that doesn't even make sense even. That's like what games that actually perform, like what you're seeing here with they blow all these games. Destiny, they blow all these games out the water. Helldivers, they blow them all out the water because that's what's supposed to happen. You're not supposed to have old games competing with current live service games. That's insane. That's what I think with some of these people, some of these CEOs, they look at this and it's like, if the numbers are that low, it's like, oh, that game's getting, plug's going to be pulled. I enjoy this game, trust me. It's like a unique game, but it's like what I'm seeing here, I could see why they're not doing content. I don't think the CEOs are pushing it, guys. I don't think the people at the top at Ubisoft are pushing them to do anything on this. I think this is just done. Like realistically, it's on the back burner, and it's like the DLC, the Brooklyn DLC, is coming out, and then that's the only reason why they have it around, because they're kind of just waiting to see how that's going to go. But considering what happened with Xdefiant, I think they might end up pulling the plug on this a little earlier than what I was thinking. To be totally honest with you, I'm not even going to lie. I think they might start pulling the plug early. But 2,175, 2,602, that is insane, guys. That's crazy. I don't know how that happens. That's insane. That shouldn't happen. So this is what I mean, guys, when I keep saying like the Division 2, like how people are saying it's good, it's a live service game, but it doesn't even like it has like not that many players. And I understand it's Steam. I understand it's Steam. People say, "Oh, everybody's on Steam." Okay, I get it, but still, this is a good indication of what a game is. If any game that's worth anything, any game that's good, you're gonna see players on it. Watch this. Resident Evil 2 remake player count. Look at that. This game literally still has 2K like on a normal day. This game was amazing. Resident Evil 2 remake. It's still, look at this. It still has like nearly like 2,000. Like it's still like I could say it's not that far off from Division. I mean, Division has 2K like mostly, but it's not really that far off from it. But considering how long ago this game was released, it's like it's still, and it's not even the most recent remake at all. Not far from it even. The most recent one. And look at this. Look how much it's still. Look how much people are still playing it. That's what I'm saying. That's a single player game. So I'm like, I don't understand how the Division 2 is like is that low. And it's supposed to be competing with all these three. Helldivers, Destiny 2. Look at these numbers. In this and in these ones, games like this. How is it gonna ever compete with anything like that? You tell me. Somebody in the comment section, tell me how is Division gonna this game supposed to be in the same bracket? These numbers are supposed to be in the same bracket with something like this, something like this, something like this right now. If the CEOs, people were looking at this right now and saying, which game should we continue? They had games just on the blocker like this, on the chopper, and they're looking at it. This game is gone, completely gone, like X'd out, gone. Like without even question, not even anything even to say about it. It's gone. And all these games are made obviously by the same company, but I'm just saying, if judging by how they're comparing up with their other equal counterparts they're supposed to be battling against and competing against, you're getting decimated, you're getting dominated. Like it's not even a fight. Like you're not nobody like your game on its worst day would still beat out the Division Two like on its best day, like by thousands. So it's like when you look at this, that's the only reason why I'm saying it, guys. I'm not the biggest data numbers guy. I'm not that guy. I'm telling you guys, I'm not that guy. It's just when I see it, I have to go into it. I'm like, damn, this isn't good. Like what I'm seeing, like it's not good. Yeah, Resident Evil 6 also from 2015, 50K live play. Well, I'm telling you, man, I don't even have. There's not even any reason. I don't even need to search that up. Even I already know. I believe you. I'm like, trust me, there's games that I'm like, I don't understand. Like Division 2's I lie. I wouldn't get on the Division 2 that much, guys, if it was just a single player experience and it was just okay, you play it, it's your own experience. Okay, is this how much you love the game? Are you gonna add any new DLC? Okay, I get it. There's no online really. Okay. This shit is a live service game. You're supposed to be getting DLC every like year and a half to like every like 6 months. You're supposed to be getting like some type of DLC with any complete live service game that makes sense. You're supposed to be getting DLC every like 6 months. No BS. Like every 6 months to a year, you should be getting something major. Look at Destiny. Every single like 6 months, something they have something coming out. There's only Division Two. You gotta wait 2 years before you can get anything or get word on anything. That's insane. That tells you already that maybe the numbers weren't met from time and they already like started abandoning it slowly. Because it's like, how is nothing coming out for the game? And I'm like, that's insane. And then they push their Brooklyn dude. The Brooklyn DLC should be coming out right now. Right now. It should be coming out for December. Like that shit should they should be saying December 15th, the Brooklyn DLC releases. You guys have a great holidays. We'll see you next year when we talk discussing further Division 3 and what's coming with that. That's what we should be hearing right now. And we should be having the Brooklyn DLC right now. Getting ready to come next week or like right now. We shouldn't be sitting here waiting until fucking February 2025 to be getting Brooklyn DLC for a 6-year-old game that's hella lagging beyond all of its competition right now. That is not good marketing. That is not good practice. That is not good judgment at all. That's judgment to end up just like Xdefiant. Despite Xdefiant did damn well for its time, for its small amount of time, and the players that it amassed 15 million in that small amount of time. That game was good. But I'm gonna go back on that. I'm gonna be playing some more of that, live streaming it before it shuts down. That's gonna be my thing. Black Ops 6 is that shit's like I'm good at it. I like playing it, but it's like it cheats you, it makes you to the point you gotta just keep playing it. So I'm gonna be back on Xdefiant. But I'm saying the judgment that they're doing on for Division 2, considering how low their player base is and they're holding back for the holidays, I'm like, dude, the holidays was the best time for you to come out with the Brooklyn DLC. So I'm saying, you said I'm pretty sure they boycott some of their own games. I'm sure multi-man. I'm sure they do. I'm sure that hey, any the sky's the limit at this point. I believe anything because I think Ubisoft's is desperate. And one of the things I don't like is how they kind of totally just abandoned the Division franchise for like Star Wars, Avatar, other things. And I'm like, dude, you know what? Considering that, let's see how those good old games that you guys abandoned the series are doing, huh? Let's go ahead and see that, guys. And I'm not bashing the Division. I love Division 2. I'm gonna say that again. I'm gonna keep saying it. I love the Division 2. Um, there's nothing about that. It's just I'm trying to get this point across to the devs and the people in the community so that they can stop playing around and start seeing this for what it is and start speaking up on it so that things can change and actually start happening. If enough was said, I guarantee you, I'm telling you, if enough was said, that they would speed up what is it? The release of a Brooklyn DLC. We can make it happen. We can make it happen as fans because I mean hopefully because hopefully they're not just sitting there. But I'm like if it's anything close, you could put pressure on them. Like hey, because I'm telling you because it's like most other communities that trust me they can even take that. They wouldn't take that. They'd be like bro, you guys got to come up with something. Your game's gonna just die. We're gonna just move on. It's like well, you guys are just pulling us through the mud, playing around. There's so many other games we could spend our money on and time on that developers that actually care. Look at this, dude. This is the game. This is the game right here, guys. Pay close attention. This is a game that they left the Division 2 for to leave to make and spent years, I guess, making. Here's one of them. So I guess, hey, I mean, what's somebody's trash is somebody else's gold, right? Look, I guess they're beating somebody, right? They're beating somebody, I guess, right? What more can I say? They're beating somebody, right? I guess they put their own competition up, I guess. So that's that number for Avatar. That's not even touching 1,000 even. Okay, let's go to Star Wars. This is what I'm talking about, guys. This is the stuff right here I'm talking about. It's like these top content creators for Division and all that, and devs and all that are acting like nothing's going on. And I know a lot of you guys accuse me a lot of times of acting like nothing was going on. Trust me, it's not that. I'd like just give the benefit of the doubt. I try and keep the benefit of the doubt. But when I'm seeing BS and it just keeps happening over and over and over again, I gotta call it out after a while. Be like, hey, I don't want YouTube. I mean Division Two to go down because I tailor a lot of my content after it. You know, I enjoy playing it. That would suck if it did. As far as like content creation on my part, I continue it obviously, but it would just suck. So my goal is to do my best and like I put something out there that people can see that it diverts that, it prevents that from happening. I guess call it the damn butterfly effect that I'm doing right now. I don't know. I guess that's what it is. But I hope that it is. Look at this game. It's struggling to maintain 1,000 players right now. This game was recently released. This is another excellent Ubisoft title that they left the division for. Read them and weep, guys. This is what they're doing. This is what Ubisoft's doing. And I'm like, Resident Evil 2, a game released how long ago? What, 2020? 2009? I think it was 2019, 2020 this game came out. Look at this. It's dominating these games, dude. Resident Evil's an iconic, badass franchise, though. I can't say, but it doesn't matter, though. It's not beating Horizon Zero Dawn currently. It's not beating Metro Exodus. You see what I'm saying? Like, there's certain things that you just can't allow to happen. It doesn't matter what game it is. If it's 6 years, 7, 8 years old, it ain't supposed to be beating your current game. If that's happening, that's a problem. That means there's something you did majorly wrong. Because there's no Resident Evil game that's going to come out that's going to be looking like this. I guarantee you that. No recent Resident Evil game's going to be looking like that. I mean, not like this. This is fine for this game, but no recent Resident Evil game is going to be looking like anything close to Ubisoft's titles. No recent Resident Evil games, it's a single player game, is going to be looking like this. This is a live service game. So I'm saying, Ubisoft, Massive, you guys got to clean it up, devs. You got to clean it up. It's just a respectable video. It's like, this is a numbers. You guess what you guys are all afraid of. People bringing this stuff up and looking into these things, actually looking into them, seeing how bad everything actually is. That you guys are not on the same level as Destiny, you're not on the same level as Apex, you're not on the same level as Helldivers, none of that stuff. You are a unique game, don't get me wrong, a highly unique game in your own right in what you do, but you're not utilizing your skills to the highest level in the way that we all know you guys can. You're not doing it because it's like, this is proof of it. Players that are playing your game are proof of that the game isn't, it's just not what it is. And I mean, yeah, there was more players overall, the all-time peak on Steam for this. I get it. More players are mostly on Steam, but I'm telling you guys, it really doesn't matter. Because at the end of the day, Division 2 and this is a live service game, and Metro Exodus have about the same amount of people that bought it, like all-time peaked. Metro Exodus has slightly a little more at 15,300, where Division 2 is at 14,800, like 850. Yet, Metro Exodus is a single player game and it's still beating the Division 2 out in ways. So that's what I'm saying. There's even excuses. Oh, people try to say all excuses. Oh, it's people on Steam. It's majority of people on Steam that's playing it. That's why. That's totally the reason why it's not. That's it. They'll try and pull straws at any little thing they can see, and I guarantee you, some of these top content creators they'll try and do that. Oh no, if you look at the, I could already see him, dude. If you look at the all-time peak, approximately, it's 316,000 compared to 14. It's like, shut up, get out of here, dude, because this is a single-player game and it's still kicking the Division 2's ass. So you can't explain that. You literally can't even explain that. So I'm like, if you were to say that, it wouldn't even make sense. That's what I'm saying. You even look even worse if you said that, because I compare a single player 6-year-old game to Division 2 that's still kicking its ass in that rate. So this is irrelevant right here. It's irrelevant. This should just be much higher. It doesn't matter. If it's 14,000 at peak, this shit should be at 10 right now. That's what it should be at then. It should be around that. If that's the case, and it's nowhere near it. So it's like, nah, get out of here. Like, it doesn't matter what you say. Don't try and compensate and try and stick up. There's people that are gonna do it, and it's cool. You can try and do it, but I'm like, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work, because the single player games just aren't supposed to beat your game with the same amount of player base peak. A single player game, 6 years old, is still competing and beating your game, your live service game. So that blows everything out the water right there. Okay, so You see, we did that. This is insane, guys. You see, okay, so, and that's what I was saying, guys. Like how Xdefiant, the way Xdefiant went down, it's such a shame, dude. Like it's a shame because it's like it went down out of nowhere, and what I immediately thought of, I keep telling you guys, is boom, the Division Two right away. I was like, damn, dude, the Division Two. Like so, like I could feel it's coming for this game. This is gonna be one of the games they're coming for. They're gonna be coming for next. Because X Defiant guys, that game was fucking like good. I enjoyed it. Like I played that game. I loved it. They had good skins on it. It was cool. Like I really enjoyed that game. Like the little like the camo you could do, the little like gadgets they had. I thought that game had a future. It reminded me of the finals, like in a sense, like but even better. Because I was playing the finals before, but I stopped when X Defiant came out. I was like, I like this better, and it much less was. And then Call of Duty Black Ops 6 came out. I started playing that shit. Good God, the cheating in that, despite all the kills I get. So it's like, I think I'm gonna go back to Xdefiant for a second and just have some fun with that before it closes down. And I think it might be stopped. Who knows? If a lot of people get on it and start playing it, and they show like their support for it and how much they love it, especially considering the crap Black Ops 6 is doing, I feel like Xdefiant might have a chance. I couldn't say the same thing for Division though. Like if they're saying they're closing Division 2 down, I'm like, that would suck, but I'd be like, dang, man, what do I do to go on? I guess literally, probably what I would do is maybe go on and try and, I guess, help a few more agents. It would just suck. But then even then, I don't even know if I could bring myself to do that because it would be like, I don't want to be doing this and then it's going to be done for good. This just sucks. Like, it's like it shouldn't have to even have got to this. Like, if they did what they were supposed to do, it never would have got to that. So it's like, it is what it is, but I make this video, guys, so that hopefully the Division 2, like you guys, and why you all tuned in, anybody that came, you all love this game. That's why you're here. You know, there might not be 1,000 views. I might not have 2,000 views or whatever. But I'm saying, whichever one of you guys showed up right now, you love the game, and that's why you're watching it. You want to see what I have to say about it because you might feel a certain way about it as well. And I'm showing you. I showed you guys all throughout this video with numbers, complete numbers of how this game is in trouble. I don't care which YouTuber you're watching and giving you builds, or is saying Division 2 is good and in good state. Oh, Brooklyn DLC New York, get excited. I don't care who is saying what, dude. This game is not in good condition. And we'll be lucky if we end up getting the Division 3 following the Brooklyn New York DLC. They did say they're working on it, guys, but that remember, Xdefiant had a season coming out already. They already did a whole promo on it, everything. People already booked flights to do stuff in preparation of that Xdefiant season 3, and they shut it down. So if they can be that close with Xdefiant and have all that in preparation to shut it down, what the hell do you think can happen with the Division 2? They could shut this shit down tomorrow, tonight, and say, oh, we're done. Now, the Brooklyn DLC, we'll be lucky if we get the Brooklyn DLC. They might cancel that shit and say, oh, it's canceled. Or they might say, oh, it's coming out, and that's going to be the end of it. Another company will have the division after that or whatever. And that'll be that. I can already see it happening because I'm like, the player count is abysmal. Um, the season updates, the modifiers they did, they destroyed the game. A lot of players, not just myself, like other players I know left. Key players that I never thought would leave, some of my friends, don't play it anymore. It's insane. And I'm like, it's like these developers and these high content creators don't care. They don't say anything about it. They think that, oh, I'm getting my buck. Let me make my money. Let me make my video every day. I got to pay my bills. I get it, guys. I get them. But it's like, if you keep doing that, you're going to have trouble paying your bills from YouTube, at least, I guess, as far as the division goes, because that game's going to be obsolete. Therefore, your channel's going to have to change to something else. And that's if you have the skill to play anything else like that. And you might not. And then your channel's just gone now, or maybe your channel continues and it has nowhere near the subscribers and the views and the watch hours, therefore hella minus the money. So now you're doing 9 to 5 again, just because you never opened up your mouth. You didn't say anything about it. You just went to go along to get along because you're getting good enough money and you thought you were cool. I'm telling you guys, it would be a shame. This is why I'm saying this stuff, because I'm like, some people have their lives off of this game. Like it's like they helps them out. It's something huge, and I'm like, it would be sad to see some of these content creators go just because they didn't say anything. They went go along to get along, like how a lot of Xdefiant content creators did. They went go along to get along. Now look at their game. You can't see the player count for Xdefiant. I don't think so either. I swear. I think I tried to look that up, and like I think they took it since we know it's going down now. I don't know. I think they just took it off. It doesn't even matter anymore. Because even if the player count went up now due to it being canceled, that's why they take it down. I think because they're like, they don't want to get any discrepancies and be like, oh, these people are just coming back because we're closing it. There's like 10,000, there's like 40,000 people playing and shit. So I think that maybe might be counting statistics 2024. Let me go here. There's no way that's it. Million? No, this is wrong. Something's off here. 1 million only. I guess that was low for him because I guess what 1,177,000. I don't think that's the case. 500. I guess altogether or something. Because the thing is, Xdefiant had 15 million players at once, so that would be hella low for them. See this? This is one of the articles. Look, this is one of the articles, guys, that they had. It's absolutely not dying despite 94% of Xbox player count lost. You see this? What were we just talking about, guys? What have we just been talking about this entire video? What have I been mentioning the entire time? Player count loss. This is what we've been talking about right here. This is why I keep telling you guys, this is the numbers. What more can I say? So I'm showing you guys the numbers. The player count loss, like it's, the player count's not there anymore. Like it's dwindling and it's pales in comparison to competition. It could barely keep up with single player titles, even from 4 years ago. So I'm like, hey, this sounds like our community, guys. I'm sorry, I hate to be the bearer of bad news and whatnot, and the bad person and the bad person in the room. But I'm like, this is us. This is the Division franchise right here. It's the same thing that's happening with it. I'm like, this game has died heavily, and it's just a matter of time until the plug is pulled. Because if they could pull the plug on this like this, considering all the promise this game had, that I thought how long it was gonna last, and what I saw planned for it with the seasons and the different cosmetics they had, I was like, dang, this game is it's gonna be going forever. Nope, it's out of there. So it's like, damn, crazy. You see, so it's just showing like, hey, Division 2, I don't know. You see, it's just it's such a sad thing because it's like, I don't understand like how the Brooklyn DLC should have been out, guys. That's the thing. It's insane that it got pushed back to 2025. I still have Division 2 like installed on my computer, but it's like some days, sometimes I'm just like, man, like it's crazy. It's like they expect us to play the same thing over and over and over again, without anything new, without no new content. And then in addition to that, they add something, they implement something to the game that people don't even like don't want to use. Like a lot of the player bases want to use. Some people might want to use it. It's cool, but majority of player base, like a lot of them don't want to use it, and they put it in there anyways. And it was just like that's their way of saying that, or seasonal characters, just to be like, oh, well, it's going to be my way or the highway because the company's not giving us enough money. We're budgeted. We can't do what we want to do. They're focusing on other games, and we just don't have the money to do it. I don't know. It's insane. 1 second, guys. 1 second. Someone's knocking my door. 1 second. All right, guys. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Everything's good. Everything's good. It's actually a cat. I didn't realize it's a cat. Okay, so what it's gonna be, guys, is that it's crazy. What I wish like the devs would do is just be like, hey, we don't have the budget to do this. Just be honest with the community and be like, hey, we can do this. We don't have the time to do this. Like, but we can do this or that. Like, just let us know. Don't stop like not answering questions. Like when the community, like I don't know about you guys, but when we go to that state of play stuff, sometimes people will ask questions like within the community on Twitter or whatnot, and then like they won't say anything. They'll keep saying, oh, we can't talk about that right now. We can't talk. You guys better be able to talk about anything that we're asking you because you're on the verge of having the plug pulled off out of them, like literally. So I'm like, what do you mean you don't have? They should be literally bowing to us and answering anything we're asking them of, being like, hey, when's this releasing? What's going on with this? Like, they should be just completely open. There should be no question where they're like, we can't give you this or that, because the DLC should have already, the damn DLC should have been out, guys. I don't give a fuck. The DLC should have goddamn been out by now already. I don't care what anybody's saying. It should have already been here. And I'm not somebody being patient and get mad. I'm not the one that does game development and all that. But I'm saying in a professional manner, as far as Resident Evil, as far as like um, a Hideo Kojima title, as far as like a Zelda title or Mario, those games are on time. Like things things get done. There's no they can't talk to the community about something they asked during the press conference. If they open their thing up to something and say, oh, when's the next this game, they're gonna answer you and say, oh, we have something in the development for this. There'll be more information coming here. Stay tuned. They don't say, oh, we just can't talk about this, that. I'm like, when you say that, that means you're telling people you're not doing anything, or you don't know anything, and your company really doesn't know which direction they're going in, or they just don't want to reveal this because, oh, it's the only thing you have. It's like, you guys they've been at this Brooklyn DLC for a while, so they should, anything and everything that we ask, they should be able to let us know about, as far as like how it's going to be, everything. There shouldn't be anything where it's like, oh, we can't share that with you. We have to wait till this, that. Like, I think we're beyond the level of excitement, guys. Wouldn't you say? I think we're beyond the level of excitement. I think it's like people want to know now. They don't care about excitement. They just want to be like, hey, when am I getting this? Are we going to have global legendary difficulty? When are you going to do that? When are you going to add legendary difficulty in Division 2 to every damn mission? What, like, I understand it's complex to make those missions and whatnot, but I'm like, that means you guys as developers got to get to work. You know, that what that means is that your work, if you can't expect huge pay by doing nothing. If you expect huge pay, you got to do something. If they made legendary in every mission and global legendary in that game, I would pay for the expansion of that. If they said, oh, there's an upgrade on the game, if you guys pay $25, like whoever pays $25 can now have a legendary in anywhere on the map that they want. Different difficulty levels of incursion and like different stuff. Oh man, that would be something of itself. That's not even new content. It's just a whole restructure of the game and what's offered in the game, what people have been asking. What about for you PvP players? Um, they fix PvP. They ramp that up. They look at that. They start doing something on that. Add new stuff to that. You know, they don't just keep it as it is. Have the cheaters cheating. They add different stuff. You know, they put more things in for multiplayer. They add survival back. They add more incursions. 2 more incursion runs. You see what I'm saying? It's not hard really. We're asking for is just more content and just more like what a live service game would do. If they were doing these things, guys, the player count would not look like this. There's no way in hell it would look like this. You know what it would look like? It would look like this. This is what the player count would look like. These, and I'm not just saying because obviously, yes, it's all-time peak here, but still, that doesn't discredit Division 2 being bad because, as I said, Metro Exodus 2019 game blows it out. But like I said, if those guys were doing all what they were doing, this is how Division 2 would be looking. Hell, Division 2 would be looking like this. If they were doing what they were supposed to be doing. This is how it would look. And you can't even just hold it to just Steam's player count because honestly, the only reason why it's this much is because that many people bought it on Steam. Maybe people just weren't interested. There's a lot of people on Steam that would play this that just aren't interested to play it because, you know, that's what I mean. It is what it is. But like I said, this isn't the only area of players being involved because other people buy this outside of Steam, obviously. But as I said for the 3rd time, I'll just keep saying it. I'll debunk that because Metro Exodus blows out the Division 2, a 6-year-old game. But I have to keep saying that because I know some people will watch this and keep thinking, oh, I'm putting it up against unfair competition because there's more all-time peak other players on Steam. This has more or less the same player count as Division. 15,000 it peaked at. Let me see, the 15,000 it peaked at. Division 2 peaked at 14,000. So they're both more or less the same area, and Metro Exodus is still beating it. So get out of here with that. Anybody that's thinking that, get out here with it. There's no excuse. No excuse at all. See, so I'm just saying, looking at it from this standpoint, guys, it's crazy. And that's the only reason I wanted to make this video. I'm not going to let it ramble on too long. It's nearly an hour I've been on this. But I wanted to just say this, guys, because like I wanted to put this out there because it's insane. what's going on with this game, and I think like this needs to be known. You guys need to like please like it, please like this video, put it up, make this shit go viral, put this out there, send it to your favorite content creator you watch or whatever, and let me know what they think and what they're saying. Any other numbers they have, I don't know. Maybe some of these guys have a contract with Ubisoft. Maybe they know something I don't. I don't know, but from what I'm seeing, it's not looking good considering Xdefiant shutdown. I see similarities with the Division 2 highly, um, as far as it being shut down as well. It's just not in a good spot as of right now. Like, say if I were to type it in, remember, like in the past, guys, I typed this in, go here, go to news. I swear to you, like there'll always be something. See, Division 2 video game. You see this? I gotta type video game in now. I swear to you, see that, guys? That's weird. Because I understand Division 2 is that people will probably think it's like maybe a sport or something like that. But I'm like, trust me, when this game was out and it was big back then, 2019, 20, all I had to do was type damn Division 2 in the thing and come on news and you'd see stuff on the video game. I didn't have to type Division 2 video game into the thing. Or maybe it's because I typed just Division 2, but it doesn't matter. This is all I type is Division 2, and everything will come up. Now I gotta like literally pinpoint and search it. That shows you the shit's like dying in a sense. It's not even like the thing that the internet's even thinking of anymore, even. To even prefer. So the internet's like, you can't be talking about that game. Oh, I thought you were talking about, oh, the sports game. But back then, they're like, oh, you're talking about this badass video game, Division 2? Yeah, it knew exactly what I was talking about when I put that in it. Now it's like, you don't even recognize it anymore. It doesn't even. Progression system. Those modifiers are the worst, guys. I'm sorry. I'm gonna get into that too. The modifiers. I understand how they force you to play with that. They force you to play with the modifiers, and that's something that I don't see. I don't really I don't stand by. I don't really like modifiers, guys. That's why I haven't been on it in a bit. I don't like modifiers. Modifiers are boring. I already beat Legendary Manning Zoo with modifiers on. I didn't need no modifiers on. I don't play with them. I don't want them. Don't need them. And I'm just, it's just sad you're forced to play with them. So I'm like, if you're gonna force somebody to play a certain way, I won't. I won't play it for right now. I guess because it's like, I'm not a fan of it. I could go on in and play. Trust me. If any of you guys want me to play, just go ahead and shout it out in the chat. I can get on with you and help you. Any of you guys that are my fans that are in here right now that like Division 2, that need help with something in the game, you've been struggling with something, put it in the chat right now, and I definitely can come on. I'll come on and help you. At some point we can set that up. It's not a problem. I don't have a problem playing it. It's just I'm gonna call out like what's happening with the game. Like I'm not gonna see, watch like this. Let's see, is Division 2 dead? Let's look at some of our things. Let's look at some of our stuff, like what's happening, what was happening with Xdefiant. Okay, so this is no longer here on Reddit. Okay, whatever. Let's look at some of the stuff. The game kind of dead. See this? Everybody's saying, "Is it dying? Is it dying?" Everybody keeps saying, "Is it dying?" See, when you start seeing videos like this on a game, that's when you know it's done. That's when you know that, like, that could be or sometimes people hold on. Sometimes people could just be trolling, obviously. Notice the videos. Helldivers 2 dying yet? They're saying dying yet. Actually, players lost and still counting. It's not dead. See, this is isn't dead. See, Forbes says it does have a big problem. Helldivers obviously isn't dead. But I'm saying, see, I'm trying to do the same thing for these other games that I do with Division. But I'm not seeing as many videos saying it's dead. Helldivers is dying allegedly. Helldivers isn't dead yet. See? The day that Helldivers 2 died, they're claiming. See, you don't really see too many videos on it, but dude, you type the Division and let me see. Let's type Apex. Let's type Apex Legends in. Apex Legends dying. You might get a little bit. It's been out for 6 years. Some reports suggest Apex Legends is experiencing decline in player numbers. That's insane, considering what I'm seeing here. That is insane, guys. That's the definition of success when you know it's slowly dying. I think it's time to finally address this. Is Apex Legends actually dying? Okay, so yeah, they have a few videos in that, but like I said, it's like a question. It's like a questioning why Apex Legends is dying. So I think it's time to finally is it dying? You keep seeing that with Apex with the Helldivers, but when I type Division 2 dying in, it's like people are saying, watch. They're not saying it's probably a question of. Look at this. Division 2 will officially look at this. These are the videos I get when I type Division 2 dying. Look at the difference of the what you get. Officially be dead after you see this. Okay, it's just this is identity, so hey, I'm pretty sure he's probably not saying that. Okay, Division 2 is a dead game. Born to game. Division 2 is dead. Just move on. Stop lying to yourself. Identity. That was 2022. See that's been from time, dude. People have been saying stuff. Is Division 2 dead? Look at all these posts. Don't waste your time dying using this build. Okay. 2 is a dead game. You see what I'm saying, guys? Like, this was like years ago. Is it dying? See, that's the one. That's the first questionable video. Is it dying? I haven't seen any of that other stuff. Look. Dead game. Dead, just move on. The dead. You see what I'm saying? It's like it's like straight plain out. They're just saying it's straight dead. Like, it's not even a question of, oh. The other videos, it was questionable. Nobody was saying it was dead. It was saying why it seems like it's dying, why it might be time to address this. This isn't no. There's no question. It seems questionable in some videos, but if you guys pay attention to this, you'll just see that these videos are just saying straight up, this game's just dead. Like, there's nothing to argue about or even say. Like, it's done. And I think considering 2024 where we're at now, 2025 basically, like, I don't know, guys. I don't know. Let's keep our fingers crossed. I don't know if Division 2 will make the jump. Let me see. No, Xdefiant was not Concord. Thank God. I don't know. Concord, man. I never really played that game ever. I saw it, but I don't know. That game got a lot of flack. Let me see. Shut down after 2 weeks and one of the worst disasters of video game history. That's crazy. I think I did remember that. Yeah, that's insane. A lot of money wasted on that part. But the end result is the same, and it goes to show you have to really stand out in significant ways to make a mark in the current state of the industry where everyone is content mostly playing Fortnite and Call of Duty. Boom, you guys see this right here? Let me go ahead and let me highlight this. This is one of the most important sentences of this entire entire article. Read this right here. And it goes to show you have to really stand out. Really indicated there. Stand out in significant ways to make a mark in the current state of the industry. How has Division 2 been doing that? You guys let me know. Like, at all, if anybody knows. Comment section. How have these guys been doing that? How's Division 2 devs been doing this, what this sentence is saying? To show you really stand out in significant ways to make a mark in the current state of the industry where everyone is content mostly playing Fortnite and Call of Duty. That's crazy. Like I said, this is just showing you guys that the devs aren't doing anything that they're saying that they're supposed to be doing to have a successful game, guys, in the long run. That's all I'm saying. That's all this video is about. All it's saying is that the developers are, whether it's them intentionally doing it willingly or it's because they unwillingly they can't they don't have the means, they don't have the power to dictate what they do. It's like it's the top higher ups and they just don't have a say, and it is what it is. However it's happening, guys, it's happening. That's a fact. That's all I'm saying. However it's happening, it's happening. That's the whole point. Case just the point. So it's like my whole goal, hopefully, with this video was to ensure, hopefully, that hopefully, of course, that it doesn't happen. That we can somehow, say something and prevent it from getting to what Xdefiant got to, what you're seeing here. Another black eye for Ubisoft in a year full of them. You tell me, guys, what do you think? What else is coming? Ubisoft had a whole full year of black eyes. You think that's gonna end? You think that's gonna stop just because December's coming up, holidays? You don't think that's something else? I don't know. The writing's on the wall for the Division 2, guys, and that's why I say like this videos. Hopefully push it up there, whatnot. Just let people see it. Hopefully people are able to see this and know that this stuff right here, Metro Exodus, a single player game competing with a live service game, Division 2, is just not good. It's just not something good. So that's just not supposed to happen at all in any capacity. Hell, you know what? I think I'm probably being biased, right? Let me see. So instead of going to Steam charts, let's go to this place, Active Player IO. Let's go here. Okay, so where can I see that? Days, 7,000, 3,740. Twitch watched hours, 1,000. So altogether, seems like, let me see, online players, 1 hour. Seems like they're, let me see, stay updated. Monthly player base right here. It's saying, let me see, monthly. Average monthly players. Insane. So it's saying they got like, they're saying they have like about this many average monthly players. Okay, hold on. Let's see, guys. Let's compare some numbers here. Since people are probably going to say, oh, well, you're on Steam. You know, you're being biased on Steam. Let's see. Okay, so let's see. Let's compare some numbers. This is why I'm doing this. Let's compare some numbers, yeah? So the Division 2. This is in Steam now. We are on active players. I guess this thing probably takes in all accounts of everything. Like whoever bought it, no matter what. Like no matter Steam, no matter where you are. I guess, right? I'm just gonna go ahead and assume. Okay, so right now, 1 hour saying 2,873 only. It's for the Division 2. For Destiny 2, it's saying there's freaking 34,865, dude. Look at this. Like I said, guys, I can't make it up. 34,865 players. When you go down the line, 627,000 for active players. Destiny. I'm gonna stop here, guys. There's no reason for me to continue. 6 million. You see that? You see where I'm getting at? You see what I'm saying? So those of you guys that keep saying, "Oh, whoa, you're only on Steam. Oh, this, that." I'm like, okay, I got you. Let's go elsewhere. Destiny blows out the wall. There's no reason for me to continue that. There's no reason. 6 million players to what? To 627,000. Yeah. Okay, so let me see. Metro Exodus. This is how abysmal the numbers are in this game. People thinking that, oh, because you saw that. Let's see, Metro Exodus. Is it going to show you the other games or no? It's probably not going to show. Oh, it's just a site for something else. So I'm going to show Metro Exodus. There's no reason to search that up. It doesn't matter because, like I said, I feel Metro Exodus is still beating it. If I were to see the live player count of everybody in the world, I feel that Metro Exodus is still beating it too, or damn near close to it as a single player game. So I'm gonna leave that alone, guys. You saw this right here. This was activeplayer.io.io, Tom Clancy's Division 2, live player count and statistics. This is a second major site I use. Um, you saw on Steam that it pales in comparison. It still pales in comparison on here. To compare to Destiny and other games, there's no reason to search anything else. I don't want to do it. It's just cringe because I know I'm going to search for anything else, and then you're going to see something like, say, Horizon Forbidden West here is just higher than the Division 2. So it's like I'm just tired of doing it, guys. And that's the only reason why I said this, guys. That's the only I just had to do it because it's like it's insane. It's insane. I don't know. I just don't know what else to say about it. I mean, I try and ensure that I try and be positive. I want to give the benefit of the doubt, guys. I really do. I want to give the benefit of the doubt. I don't want it to seem like, hey, you know, I'm just trying to. I'm being pessimistic. This, that. I mean, even when the modifiers came out, guys, I was trying to be as positive as I could. But it's like, as soon as I started realizing that they're not only are they not doing, like, they're not bringing the content out when they should. They're just forcing people to use like the modifiers in ways that they want them to, and they force you to have them on. They're forcing you to play a certain way. It's like, okay, that's what I knew was a red flag. I'm like, whenever a game starts forcing you, whenever a company, no matter what it is, they start forcing you guys to play a certain way, that's when you know that something's going on, something's wrong. That's totally all I'll say. Like once you start realizing and seeing that, hey, you start forcing somebody to do something, that's when you know it's wrong. That's when you know something's up. It's like me forcing you to eat a certain food. You're like, why are you forcing me to eat a certain food? Why can't I just eat what I want to eat? Why do you want me to eat that specific meat? I think there's poison in it. Something's going on. Like, why are you forcing me to play this way? There's something going on that I don't see that's behind the scenes. So what's happening here is I think they're just on their heels, and it's like, this is the best we have. Take it or leave it. And they're just not going to tell us that. I don't get it. I don't understand. Like, like as I said, a new legendary Masters difficulty is not even Masters difficulty, dude. It's not because shit, how is it how is that difficulty supposed to be something great when modifiers are needed? Let's search that up. That'll be the last thing we search, guys. How about that? You see, Masters difficulty for Division 2. It's not harder than Legendary. Master difficulty is a joke, dude. I'm not even interested. That's why I'm not even interested in it. Because at first I was thinking that it was gonna be something great, but I'm like considering the bull crap modifiers. I'm like, dude, BS. That's not no real. That's not no real anything, dude. Legendary's still harder than that. That's just some crap they put on there just because it's only gonna be available in one stage. They didn't even have enough guts to be like, yo, we're gonna make another grand stronghold, but we're gonna make it Masters difficulty, meaning like I'll tell you guys something. Let me see. Let me premise this here. They make a new stronghold, Masters difficulty, and it's like in order to play that mission, you have to have a legendary win success rate at least like say 70% like above. Why don't they do something like that or something like something where it's like there's a challenge they make. They didn't even make Masters difficulty. People have been like, damn, that would have rose an eyebrow. Like, what mission is this? Why does your winning rate have to be so high just to run it? The reason for it is because the way the mission is. That would be so cool. That would be cool. I could get it Master difficulty, or they could take that same difficulty and put it in the other missions. But your legendary success rate has to be at a certain level to do it. It's not just anything. It makes sense. Master's difficulty, meaning that it's the top of the top players, not just anybody that's in here. And I think in a way that probably negates some of the players, but I think that would make some of the players go. I'm not saying it has to be crazy. It's got to be like say 30% legendary win rate. I'm not going to say 50%. I don't know. I'm looking at myself when I say 80, 90% or 95%. That's me, man. That's just how it is. But I'm saying just for the average player, maybe like 20% difficulty, meaning for the most part, 30% of the time this player can beat legendary. Like that's solid for a legendary mission. That shit's solid. So it's like they need to do some. That would have made sense with Masters difficulty, or per se. For instance, guys, like say in Masters difficulty, you can use 3 exotics instead of just 2. Like, forget about blocking it off that it's like not you have to have a certain legendary percentage win rate. Just say, hey, in this mission, you're gonna be required to have 3 exotics, not just 2, because of the rigor of it. You're gonna have to have 3, and by you utilizing 3 with a team, you guys can get through it. That would be insane. That would be sick, dude. That'd be crazy. That's what I'm talking about. That would be Master's difficulty. I'd be like, okay, this makes sense. This is hype. This got me hyped really now. I can't wait for this mission. But it's like they don't do anything like that. All they do is add crap modifiers in the game and say, oh, dwindle your hit power, or just increase enemies' hit power via some modifiers, and just say, oh yeah, it's harder now. At that point, why don't you just give us like access like to the coding of the game? Just have people go in there and just so we can just do whatever we want. We can just make the whole game legendary if we want to. At that point, you might as well just let us do that if you're just gonna just implement some crap in there like that, modifiers. That's not even really needed. You didn't even have to do that. All you have to just do is just increase the difficulty. Give the enemy more armor. Put some armor on the enemy that you can shoot and the armor falls off or something. Be creative. Do something. Like this lazy stuff that you guys are doing, I'm like, it's not working. It's not innovative. It's not fun, like in that sense. Like to a lot of if to some people, I guess it is fun playing with the modifiers. But I'm saying, come on, guys, you got to look in the mirror. Let's go back to numbers here. We got to look in the mirror. Let's go back to numbers here. Another place. I already closed it down. Another site. This game's getting blown out, and there's a reason for that. There's a reason for that. You know what? And some of those games are free to like you said. It could be free to play. It doesn't even matter at that point, dude. Because some of these single player games, like Metro Exodus, aren't free to play. They're not free to play. And they're still blowing Division 2 out though. They're still beating it. So I'm like, anybody saying, oh well, that's a free to play live service game. It doesn't matter if Division 2 was free, dude. It wouldn't matter. How many times have they made it free over the weekend? Has that increased the player base? No, it has not. It probably maybe increased the player base for the weekend. Some people tried it out, and that was that. Nobody stayed. So the reason why Division 2 realistically I feel won't go free live service is because they know it will further prove how bad the state that the game is in, that even when it's free, people are still not even playing the damn thing. Like literally, like First Descendant would blow that shit out the water, like easy. People will be like, Ubisoft would literally pull the plug on that like within two like days of it going free, because they'd be like, nobody's even playing this thing, dude. It's free, and nobody's even running it still. So it's like there's no reason for it to even be around. So I think they're hiding behind it being still costing something. I'm telling you guys, I don't think people would even play Division 2 if it was free right now. I don't think they would. I think they would play it maybe for like a few days, maybe a week, because it's a new game. But after that, they just move on. I don't think that it offers enough that players want to keep coming back, or players that left the game would come back. A free service game would have to have things consistently coming out. So I think that would kind of help the Division 2. I think in a sense it'd be a free live service game, because I'm like, at least you guys would know that you have to keep bringing stuff out where people would buy. Hey, hell, I'll say this, guys. If the Division 2 was a free live service game and they came out with usual 6-month new DLC content, new incursions, hell yes, I'll buy that. I'll take that over this garbage that we have any day of the week. I'd rather do that. I'd be purchasing on that free live service game. Trust me. When they come out with DLC and different things, and they're like, hey, it's a free game. You don't have to pay to have it. But hey, when we come out with like a season or something, where we have like a new area, we have new zones to explore, you got to pay for that. It's going to be $30 or $40. Sign me up. As long as it's Division 2 and you guys are working on it, it's smooth, it's as much bug free as you can make it, and it's new content. You're actually making new legendary missions. You're actually doing that. Hell yes, fuck yes, sign me up. I'll do that any day of the week, live service for free. But this shit you're doing, you're asking people to pay for, and you're not even making new content. No, I don't want any plans of that. So what I mean by that, guys, I'm saying I think live Division 2 going free, that'd be better than what it's in the state it's in now. But I think it would hurt it more than it would help it, in the sense that they're not doing content. The thing is, the Division 2 would have to do a lot of content if it went free, you see. And the devs, they hate doing that. They don't like having to do content. Yeah, they don't like having to do content. So it's like, why do that? Why make it free when it's like, in realistic, that's what people don't see about free live service games. In realism, they have to actually do a little more than the paid ones, because they have to have content coming. They promised you that. That was your promised goal that they promised you when you chose to download the game. You downloading the game is helping them and all that and playing it, but they promise you new content and you're looking forward to that. You know you're gonna get end game, but you're like, hey, these guys said DLC's coming and all that and whatnot. But let me tell you something. If it's a game that's already proven itself, I'm not even saying First Descendant can do that, because First Descendant, they totally never proved themselves yet. They're proving themselves now. I'm not saying it's a bad game. I played it a lot. I got to like the last like boss of the whole game, then I kind of just stopped and I haven't been on. But I'm saying that the First Descendant, ever since this new season, I haven't been on. But I might go back on it at some point. But I'm saying the First Descendant hasn't proved itself yet. It's just proving itself now. The Division 2 it's proved itself already. It's done already, like proved itself. So it's like, damn, I forgot like my train of thought, exactly what I was saying at that point. But I was saying something to say that Xdefiant, not Xdefiant, First Descendant, it was more or less proving itself. It was like more or less, it was like, it's not, First Descendant hasn't been made yet. Division 2's been made and it's free to play. First Descendant's free to play and people are still still playing it. And if they love it enough, they'll buy stuff for it. I'm saying Division 2 has been more or less, it's already been there. So what Division 2 would be more easily able to go free and offer content for you to buy. First Descendant can't do that because First Descendant hasn't been in there. Well, I haven't proven anything. Why should I buy this for 50? You haven't proven anything. You said this was free. You're lying. I'm gone. That's what would happen with them. They lose a lot of player base. If the Division 2 did that, they would gain money because people would be like, you know what? These guys prove themselves. But what they're trying to do is they're trying to change and go live service and say, you know what? We will charge you for the DLC. It will be 40, 50 maybe. Yeah, but it will be hefty DLC. And trust me, every DLC will feel like kind of, in a sense, like a brand new like game, like in a sense, not a brand new game, but you guys know, like maybe this DLC you're in the swamps. This DLC it takes you to like sand. This DLC now there's mostly legendaries global, and now there's other missions now in the outer region. You have to travel across the sea or whatever. If they were doing this shit in the Division 2, dude, oh my god, you see the player count looking like this and more. Easy. And let me tell you this. Destiny and all this shit would not be beating it like that. There ain't no way in hell it would be. If it was like, if they were doing what they're supposed to be, but they're not doing it. Destiny and all those other games, they'll come out with things every time. Division doesn't do that. They'll come out with a DLC every like, what, 2.5 like years, and then expect you to, something to come out, and then expect you to kind of pay for that or something. A little bit for that to be able to have it. It's like, or, I don't know, guys. Like I said, I feel the Division 2 would just be better as a live service game. I just feel a free live service, not that's a live service game. I say free live service game. I feel it would just be better because I'm like that would force the devs to have to make content on it and have to do updates on it. Because if they don't, their game's literally dead. And like I said, if they want to charge me for that and actually charge for those DLC content because it's free now, I don't mind. I'll pay $50 damn twice a year if they charge two $50 DLCs for brand new content. You could actually have like 2-3 new strongholds or something, new missions, PvP's updated or survivals added, all that stuff. And you mean to tell me twice a year you're paying $50? Hell yes, sign me up for that. I don't give a crap. People say, oh, you're buying 2 games. I don't care. Sign me up for it. The games are $70 anyways. It'd be more. And obviously, I don't think they're going to put a DLC at 70. But hell, let me tell you guys, at the Division 2 player I am, if the DLC was at 70 or 60 and it was something good, it was a whole new region. Oh, you got to travel here. You got to travel to Chicago. You got to do this. It's all new missions. There's like flying, like shooting. There's like vehicles now, tanks and all that. Imagine that with Division tanks. There's like helicopters and shit now. You like skydive out now. You're like in a different area now. It's a whole different. I'm paying 70 for that shit. I don't care. I don't care if it's a DLC. I love the game. I'm paying 70 for that. 60. I'm playing it. I'm gonna play it. I'm going to play it. I'm playing it, man. I'm gonna run it. I'm gonna play that game. And I know a lot of you guys here would do the same thing. You pay 60 or 70 if it was something where you're like, damn, this is like a whole new chapter in Division right here. And it's like, damn, there's like 4 new strongholds they made, 8 new missions, a whole new zone to explore, um, 2 new incursions. You know, that's like a whole new area. It's DC, New York, and then there's somewhere else now. You guys can't lie to me and tell you wouldn't pay $60 or something for that. If they charge that, it would be high. Don't get me wrong. But considering the game and how good it is and how the fluidity of it, Division, there's no game on the market like it third person. I'd pay that. I play that twice a year. I don't care if they're doing actual upgrades. And let me tell you, if they're doing that, it'd be blowing all these games right here out the water. Because there's no game out there. That's why I'm doing this video. There's no game like the Division 2 out there, guys. I've been on here talking for nearly 2 hours. Which person are you gonna see on here talking like this for 2 hours? There's no live stream. Something I'm live streaming. There's no state of the game. I'm not playing the game right now. I'm just talking about the Division and what's going on. I'm on here this long. So this is me telling you guys that you're seeing the passion I have for this game, and I'm like, hey, I'm just letting it be known. If they were to do that stuff, I'm telling you, this game would be something crazy. This is just abysmal. It's just sad looking at numbers like this on a game like this. I'm like, that's like seeing that's literally like seeing like a Mario game or like a Zelda game or like Metal Gear Solid or like I don't know, like a big time game that like everybody like that knows about, like with low numbers, and it's like what's going on with this? Like what's happening? Like something's off. Like they're not even the game. They just say the development team is just ass. Like something's wrong. Because it's like a game with that much promise as Division 2 should never look as low numbers as what I'm seeing across the board, whether it's Steam player count or whether it's a player count, whatever player count you go to, I challenge you. Doesn't matter. You're going to see that Destiny 2, Helldivers, and all that stuff blows the Division 2 out of the water when comparing numbers. It just is what it is. And hell, you might even see a a single player game beat Division 2 or stand up to it even. And I'm just tired of looking at stuff and seeing stuff like that because I'm like, that just spells disaster for Division 2 when you're looking at stuff like that. It's like they're not going to make it like that. And I think that might have been happening to a degree with Xdefiant, and that's what led to all this. I am unfortunately here today to announce that Xdefiant will be shutting down. How sad that is. Xdefiant was a great game. I'll unfortunately be shutting down, he's saying. Let me see. So it's like that's insane. This is what I mean, guys. So do you guys want to look at this 3.7 million? You guys want to wake up to a letter like this from Division 2? Would you guys be cool if you woke up to something like this? You go to the Division 2 page, you get up, you yawn, you get out of bed, you're feeling good. You get up, you have your breakfast, you get up, you turn your phone on, you look at this, and you're like, oh, hello, Division fans. I'm unfortunately here today to announce that Division 2 and the franchise will be shutting down. Imagine you hear this, and then the Division 3 will be canceled starting today. I'm telling you guys, that's the only reason why I'm saying it. I don't want to say to be the bearer of bad news. That's all I'm saying. But we do, the good news about it, though, guys, is that we do have other games that are on the horizon. You see, and that, one of the games right here, guys, is Arc Raiders, actually. This game, if any of you guys have not known or heard about this game or not seen this game, you need to go look at it and you need to go see it. You need to look at it. It does have PvP in it, but it is a great game. There's some stuff on it. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and play a video for you on YouTube. Obviously, I don't own the rights to the trailers or anything like that I do happen to play on this on anybody's channel. But we're gonna go ahead and do that. Hold on. Arc Raiders. Hold on. Does it show any gameplay? Official gameplay reveal trailer. Okay, so we're gonna show you right here. Official gameplay reveal trailer, guys. I don't own any of the rights to this video right here. I don't. So anybody, hold on. Anybody thinking I own the rights to this? I don't.
Arc Raiders is a
Hold on. So any of you guys that have not seen this game, you guys need to look at this. Any of you Division fans on here that have not known, because I know there's a lot of us that don't know about this. Our fans that don't know about this game, they need to know, because I know this is going to be the next one. I feel it could be. It makes me kind of think of Division 3.
Arc Raiders is a multiplayer extraction adventure set in a distant future here on Earth. Players start in Speranza, one of the few places in the Rust Belt that is relatively safe from Arc machines that occupy the surface. There are thousands of people living down here, and there is always a need for vital materials from the world above. The Raiders are the ones who put themselves at risk, both from Arc as well as other rival raiders, for a price. It is from here that players can reach different parts of the Rust Belt through a network of repurposed tunnels.
Watch this, guys.
The raider we are following is on a quest, a job to obtain a seed vault from a research facility deeper into the city.
I believe one of the higher Division 2 creators also showed this game too. Nothing But Skills, I think he showed it too. I'll call it out. I'll give people credit.
After medical supplies, some rare parts.
He did play it.
And their best lead is a pharmacy nearby.
I found some chemicals.
It's nice, guys.
A red flare is a signal of a raider getting knocked down.
Look at that.
You never really know what happened there until you go look.
Crazy.
Could have been a fight between raiders or Arc. You never know.
Wasp, over there.
Let's go there.
Wasp. Let's go to that tower.
That's awesome how that blew up. A lot of Division vibes, guys. Gives me so much Division vibes. It's like an open world Division title almost.
They've reached
Insane.
the pharmacy now.
Let's get over there.
It looks like they are probably the first ones here. But you can never be sure, so it is wise to double check your corners.
Hey, Raider.
Don't shoot, I'm a friend.
You wanna split the loot? Attack the target.
Making friends in the Rust Belt is not easy, but that doesn't mean it can't happen.
Wasp, up there. Careful, that's a hornet.
It's gonna obviously be a lot more polished by the time of release. It's gonna be a lot more smoother than this, I'm assuming. Of course it will be. Looks nice already as is, though. You guys tell me what you think. Division 3 vibes I get a lot of.
Found an antiseptic.
This is it.
Supply plastic.
Looks like they got what they came for. And now it's time to get out of here.
The Division 2 could do this
Everything
too, guys.
that you
They could
find
add a lot
will
of stuff
be
to the game.
lost if you don't make it out alive.
The devs would just work on it, guys.
The raiders know this. It's what they do.
Raider, contact.
Engaging in firefights may sometimes be the only way out of a tight spot. Other times, being cautious and staying out of sight is the better option to make it out. For raiders hoping to thrive, the Rust Belt is filled with opportunities and secrets. If you know where to look. You'll have to stay vigilant up there on the surface, where an armada of arc machines roam unchecked. Where motives of other raiders remain dangerously unclear. You'll need to be resourceful, work with what you have, and sometimes make plans on the fly. What are you prepared to risk to get what you want? Ultimately, you get to decide what kind of raider you'll become. Shaping your own legacy, your raider, and your home.
Boom. So there you go. There you guys go. I just wanted to show you that game, and I've seen a lot of more action-packed videos on it. Obviously, I don't own any of the rights to that or nothing. Sound design is crazy good. Cool. Like I said, guys, obviously that game's gonna be a lot more polished by the time. But for any of you guys that don't know about that game, that's Arc Raiders. That's coming out. That's like, considering the state of the Division 2, that's coming out next year. I'm like, man, might be time at some point to jump to something else at a certain point, because it's like the way this is looking, I'm not sure. That game gives me a lot of vibes of a Division 3, what possibly Division 3 could be. I'm looking at that as like a Division 3 being more polished and smoother, maybe in a sense. But that game looks really good, looks smooth, and it just reminds me of it. And the thing is, Division 2, the Division franchise is going to now have competition, because looking at it, I don't care what anybody's saying, there's no third-person shooter that compares with Division 2. A lot of you guys might say, hey, First Descendant, oh, I'm like, no. A lot more people might be playing it, but I'm like, it doesn't feel like the Division 2 when you played it. It's that smoothness, that same zoom-in factor, the same fluidity, the same feels, oomph to the guns when you shoot. It's not the same at all. So it's like, it is what it is, guys, at the end of the day. But, see, that's what I mean. Like, it's like the Division 2, there's no third-person shooter like it. And to see numbers like this is bad, and I see what Division 3 could do if it capitalized off that. But it's just so sad how Ubisoft kind of went off on it, on that. It's insane. Like how they kind of just left Division 2 sitting in the on the back burner. They didn't even just went to Star Wars and Avatar. Those games tanked like hell. Now this is in this state, going up against 6-year-old single-player titles like this. So on that note, guys, I guess that'll do it. Shit, I've been talking for too long. I'll shut the hell up. It's an hour and 38 minutes. I hope I got my point across. It is what it is. If you guys have anything to say, please let me know in the comment section below, in the chat, anything like that. Like I said, Arc Raiders, guys, please check that out for you guys that don't know about it. I'm sure all of you probably most likely know about it, but those of you that might not have seen it, I'm saying just consider that. That is a game to consider. Is it going to be Division Killer or Division 3? No, I'm not saying that it's going to be that. And quite frankly, I don't think there's any need for Division Killer, because Division is killing itself, sadly. It's killing itself right now. So it's like, on that note, I show you those games to show you that the promise of what Division 2 could be, do the developers start focusing. Like Arc Raiders, Division could blow that out the water. 3, if they do what they're supposed to do and make the game how they're supposed to make it in relation to that. Can you guys imagine that? An open world Division title? Imagine Division 2, but open world. You don't just have to stay in one place. You can travel with your team, go outside the thing, all you guys together. And it's the same way when you go around shooting, it's the same way. just fighting all sorts of different like enemies, giant robots, and that shit would be, man. I'm gonna stop. That's what I'm saying. Like, and I don't know what these devs are doing, what they're thinking of, or what's going on. But hopefully they get it together. Somebody, the screws come together, light comes on for Division 3, and they start getting back to like they look at Arc Raiders and stuff, and they start going back to what they can do. Let's hope. Let's hope. Because obviously, guys, fortunately, I didn't play Division 1, but from what I heard about Division 1, they say there's so much promise with that one. They say like the way it came out, the way the system is, whether they say Division 2 is not even like it. And that's one thing that always hit me every time I played it. I was like, dang, what experience did I miss out on by not playing Division? Because a lot of people tell me, they said the experience of playing Division 1 first was much better than playing Division 2. They said obviously it's room because I played Division 2 already, but they're saying if you would have played Division 1 first, you would have seen, and you would have been on Division 2, you'd have been like, okay, it's good, but it's not that same thing. Like Division 1, like the way if they were to do that, like some people say if they were to remake Division 1 with Division 2's engine with the same graphics, it would blow Division 2 out the water. Like they would just say like it would just be a much better game, like all together. So it's like, I don't know, guys. Whenever you make a part 2, it's supposed to be something better. But nowadays with games, guys, it's like you go part 2, it's like the more higher we go, the more backwards we're going. It's like there was co-op in 1. Now in part 2, there's no co-op. Like, you know, like I don't know what these going through some of these developers' minds sometimes, guys. But on that note, let's just hope Division 2 doesn't turn out like this, guys. And I'm gonna let you guys go. I'm gonna go ahead, get something to eat, and I'm gonna let you guys go. But just go ahead, smash the hell out of that like and subscribe button, and send this to any one of you guys as Division 2 people that you watch, any one of you guys as content creators of Division 1. Show them this video. Tell them show them. Let me know what they think. Show them it. I want to see what they think of this and how they can debunk the numbers and what's really happening and how this doesn't happen. And on that note, if they do end up doing it, they better really hope that another Xdefiant moment like this doesn't end up happening, because their credibility is gonna go right through the door, and people are it's gonna be a facepalm, and it's gonna be like, man, boy oh boy, will I make another video on that if that happened. But my goal is not for that to occur. So realistically, I do want people to oppose this. I mean, if there's any way they can, I don't think there's a way they can, because I presented data and numbers, but I'm saying if they can somehow show me hope, a glimmer of hope, and be like, actually, no, there's a secret 100,000 people playing here. I have no clue. I don't know. But if they're able to do that, whichever top content creator you think can do that, you know, let them do it. But like, I'm pretty sure this is spot on. This is truthful. Seeing Xdefiant's end is just tragic. I may have some more Xdefiant going, guys. By the way, tonight, I didn't get into that. I didn't play any games right now yet, but I will be playing something later tonight. I think it might be Stalker 2, guys. I might play Stalker 2. Guys, go ahead and put in the comment section if you want to, for those of you who are here, what you want to see me play. Microsoft Flight Sim, you want to see me play Division 2? Shit, I might play some Division 2 just for you guys. If you guys are here for the Division, if you want to see me run that, I could probably do Legendary or something like that. I wouldn't mind doing that. You guys let me know in the comment section or the chat, and we can get that going. But tonight I'm going to be running something on Twitter. It's 5:16 Pacific Standard Time here. I'll wait till about let me see, about 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time to make my decision on Twitter and see what I'm going to play. So you guys in that time span, please comment or put in the chat if you want to see me play Division 2, if you want to see me run that again, anything like that. I'll be running that. I'll be running whatever gets the most people say the most they want to see. So and if you haven't already, please go to my Twitter and just follow it. The X. I know that I've been having a lot of fake ass followers that just they go on there and they'll be following me for a few days. I'll be playing, doing good, and all of a sudden they don't. They're just gone. So it is what it is, guys. I dealt with that in my earlier days of YouTube before reaching nearly 6K subs. Some people are just, they come on. That's why it's better not to pay attention to the numbers when it comes to following. You just do your thing, which you love and enjoy, and everything else will take care of itself. But I highly appreciate every last one of you guys that are here. All of you guys that showed up today, that are watching and that are my fans, I appreciate you guys. You guys already know what it is. Still the Division 2 god. I can still go on there and run Legendary. I've been away from this game for some time. I did play it recently, but like I said, I'm rusty. But I know my skill set. I still have that. I love the Division 2. Let's just hope the devs. Man, I can't talk today. Let's hope that the devs, the developers, actually clean it up, guys. Let's hope they clean this shit up and let this be correct, because I got to be that one guy in the community. Every single community is funny. I look at on this YouTube, they have that one guy that will get in on them. Call of Duty has it. Apex Legends has it. Destiny has it. Everybody has that person that gets in on them, and I don't see that with the division at times. So I'm like, yo, if I have to be that person to say, you guys got to get your shit together, it's got to be right. This game's crap. It's dying. It's going down. I'm showing you numbers of it. I'm a top level player of this thing. I play this all the time. No problem at all. I don't need clanmates, specific teammates to get through legendary. I can do that at will. You know. Okay, guys, I don't know where it turned off at. I'm pretty sure it turned off once I started moving the thing. I'm not sure where it turned off at, but I'm not sure how much of that you heard, so I'll go ahead and just say some other stuff. But I'm saying that I play this game like at like a high level, and I play it all the time, and I love the Division 2 and all that stuff. So I'm like, I'm gonna call this stuff out. Like I'm just straight up call it out. And if any other top higher comps creator, anybody wants to come say anything, or they want to, just agree with it in the comment section, go ahead, feel free to. I don't mind it, but I'm saying I'm gonna call it out, and as I see fit. And yeah, as I was saying, with the whole legendary missions, we just run it, guys. I'll just get a random group of you guys, and we just run legendary and win that. That's how I run it. That's how I do it. So I love Division 2. I can play the game. So I was saying that just before I believe my mic did something. That was my merit of just saying I had merit in this game, guys. I'm not just talking from out of nowhere. So I'm not just some random noob guy that just came out of nowhere. Just some random average Joe whatever, just saying whatever about the game has no merit. No, you guys can go look at my videos, check everything, and you let me know how good my merit is of the stuff I completed on this game, just if what I'm saying is correct. Not even that, just if I have enough merit to even state something like this or put something like this out in the community. So it is what it is, guys. The video is always fun doing this stuff. I mean, not really in the form of Division being shut down, obviously, but it is fun. But I just wanted to touch on that stuff, guys. So GG's. Thank you guys for all coming. Appreciate it. I know it wasn't a game video, but I got something coming, as I said. Take care, guys. Thank you. Please show this video to every damn person you know that likes the Division or cares an inch about the Division at all in any way. Show them this video so that we all can be on the same page. That we all can start moving forward and devs can see this and be like, you know what? They have a point. Let's start doing this. That's how change happens. So, all right, guys, GG's. Thank you all for coming. Highly appreciate it, Multi-Man, for being in the stream in the chat. I would have loved to have many other people in the chat if they would have said anything or anything like that, anything to contribute, any way they felt about the game, modifiers or whatnot. But yeah. Anyways, guys, moving forward, I'll have some Division, a little more Division 2 here and there at times, but it's not going to be as it was because the game is just